All right. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about rental increases, what the future might hold for renters, and the cost of renting a home. As you know, I'm a mortgage broker, so I talk to people day in and day out, real estate agents, consumers, about buying a home, what a mortgage costs and whatnot. I don't necessarily spend a lot of time digging into rent and rentals because it's frankly not what I do. But I've gotten more and more into this as I've heard more and more stories from clients I've talked to, real estate agents who are involved in the market, and I'd like to share some of that information with you. So if you like straightforward content when it comes to the housing market, mortgage, and that, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. So what prompted this is over the weekend, I was talking to a real estate agent. I'm up in Northern California. I was talking to an agent down in Southern California, and we had an investor who was buying a property in a fairly hot market outside of Los Angeles. And out of curiosity, as an investor, I just said, what are homes renting for in that area? Just to get an idea of what the numbers might look like on this as an investment property. When the agent told me what the rents were, I was blown away what people are paying for rental prices, right? And more of these conversations come up as I talk to people who are having just as much trouble, or in sometimes even more trouble, renting a house than those who have the frustrating stories about multiple offers and not being able to buy a house even when they're qualified. So ran across a good article, and like or dislike Redfin, these folks have data, right? They are a fintech company with tons and tons of data. So when they share data, I trust it and I think it's good. And so their lead economist was talking about rental prices and some of the top 10 markets and their rental price increases. Wait until you hear some of these numbers. You thought that it was crazy to see 15, 17% year over year price increases on purchase? Here's the top 10 metros with the biggest increases in rent. Tampa, Florida, 29.2%. West Palm Beach, Florida, 28.9%. Miami, Florida, 28.9%. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 28.9%. I'm seeing a trend here. Jacksonville, Florida, 26.8%. So as we see, the top 5 markets are all Florida. But then we've got Riverside, California, 23.1% increase in rent. Phoenix, Arizona, 21.9%. Las Vegas, Nevada, 21.3%. New York, 21.3%. And Newark, New Jersey, 21.3%. So rental prices are rising fast in a lot of markets. Not all of them are 20, 25, 30% like these markets I just named, but I can tell you that I'm seeing it across all kinds of different markets. The national average, when you take the national average of rents, is still much higher than the national average for a mortgage. National average on rent is $1,836 a month. National average on mortgage is $1,494 a month. What you might think about, and I always like to be fair and just give my honest opinion, sometimes that mortgage payment is lower because people who have bought a house 10, 15, 20 years ago and have a really low mortgage payment, they probably pull that mortgage down versus people that bought in the last couple of years have a higher mortgage payment. I understand that, and I don't see that as a knock on purchasing. I see that as, yeah, I want to be one of those people that locks in a mortgage payment today that's going to seem really cheap 10, 15, 20 years from now, right? And so with all this information, I would like to just give my thoughts on what the future might hold. In this same article, these same researchers that are looking into data and looking into what's going on have said, now that these eviction moratoriums, as of September of 2021, are coming off and people can evict, and we're seeing more movement in the rental market, meaning some people getting evicted, new tenants coming in, this is more than likely going to cause rents to increase even more. Why, you ask? Well, one, some landlords who have been stuck with tenants who aren't paying or stuck at a lower rent that they weren't going to increase over the last couple years are going to try to do a little bit of makeup. Yeah, I was renting it at $1,350, but they were paying rent. I could have rented it for $1,600. Well, now these tenants are gone. They're going to put new tenants in and be like, you know what? I can probably get $1,750 right now. And so they're going to market that property, and to be completely honest, they're going to get that $1,750. I talk to real estate investors day in and day out, and what they're getting for rent is absolutely bonkers. It's supply and demand, just the same as it is in the housing market. If someone's willing to pay $600,000, you can sell the house for $600,000. And with rentals, it works exactly the same. You might say, oh my gosh, I wouldn't rent that 3-bedroom in that neighborhood for $2,600 a month. Somebody's willing to pay. And with enough demand and with enough scarcity of both places to buy and places to rent, people are renting at an absolute premium. So that's my thoughts. I think that rents will continue to go up. And this is not a pitch for you've got to buy right now. Some people are ready to buy, some people are not. But just a little bit of my personal belief, my insight into some of these rental numbers, what's going on in the rental market. It is as bonkers and bananas as the purchase market, in my humble opinion. More conversations about it this weekend, more conversations than ever this year with people I'm talking to who are really in a tough spot. And I understand that. They're saying I qualify to buy a house. I can buy it up to this amount. In that price point, I've tried and it's hard. I've competed against 10 offers, 12 offers. I removed my appraisal contingency. I've done this, I've done that. It's hard. Then these same people realize, well, gosh, it might be just as hard to rent a house, find something within my budget that I'm competing again in the rental market because they're taking 15, 20 applications and only taking the very best, right? And so my thought might be, if it's gonna be hard either way, you might as well go the way where you've got appreciation, you've got principal pay down, and you've got some tax benefit, right? So my 2 cents, take it for what you will. Matt at mattthemortgageguy.com. If you have any questions about getting a loan, getting pre-approved in California, please reach out to me and my team. We are happy to help. If you're outside of California, my fabulous team at U Mortgage is happy to help you. Just fill out a quick form, greatmortgagebroker.com. 6 quick questions that should take you about 20 seconds, and we'll connect you with a mortgage broker who's licensed in your state. If you want to check out my course, in the description below, Mortgage 101, I put together some good information that I hope is going to save you money on a refinance, teach you how to read a loan estimate, and save you money on a purchase, no matter where you're at or what you're doing. If you want to get more educated about mortgage, some stuff that inevitably is going to save you thousands of dollars, check out Mortgage 101 in the description. As always, I appreciate you. Until next time.